Hey guys, how's it going? Jabber Gaming Jaws here. So I'm sitting here, it's late at night, and I just get to thinking, of course. Um, so lately I've been on a old school JRPG kick. I played Panzer Dragoon Saga, followed up by Chrono Cross, and Chrono Trigger, and then currently I am about 46 hours into Xenogears on the original PlayStation. This game has not disappointed. This has been on my bucket list for years, and I'm so happy to finally be diving into it. I had started it two other times before and never was able to get more than about 5 to 10 hours in. And I'm so glad that this time I just sat down, buckled myself in, and was like going for it. I think I might have another 20 hours or so still. I think it's about a 60-hour game. So I'm looking forward to it. The story is phenomenal. I love the gears that you're in, the mechs. They're just awesome. The battling is really fun. The characters are really good. It's just really a high quality JRPG on the original PlayStation. And if you haven't gotten to it yet, I would definitely recommend you put it on your list at some point. Um, so as I play through JRPGs, they're long, big commitments. It's kind of like picking up a big novel and being like, all right, I'm gonna commit to reading this 500,000 page novel. That's kind of what it's like to pick up a JRPG. Now, it's my favorite genre. I love JRPGs so much. Um, they're just phenomenal to me. It's the best that gaming has to offer. There's a lot of other genres that I like. Um, I like games that are pick up and play and a lot of fun, but I really like the meat, that the JRPG genre gives you. And so it's kind of got me thinking about another topic because I was looking around and I was thinking about what am I going to play next? And I have a whole lot of things. So then I got looking around and I was realizing, man, there are so many games, JRPGs that I own that I haven't even played yet. So I thought that I would just show some of these that are on my bucket list and talk about them briefly and show you what I want to play eventually. Eventually, I would like to have every one of these games played. I would like to experience them all. And first, I'm going to start off with one that I actually started about a year ago and got about 9 to 10 hours into it and then quit because it was really complex and really hard for me to understand, which is kind of a rare thing. I've played a lot of JRPGs, and that game is Vagrant Story. This game is beautiful. I think it's got some of the best graphics on the PlayStation. It's amazing. I'm super excited to dive into this again. Um, it's kind of like a very dark, um, lonely RPG experience. It's very reminiscent of dungeon crawlers. You're traveling around as one guy, which is Ashley Riot, I believe is his name. And the battling is really fun, but it was very complex and hard to understand and very unlike anything else that I had played before. So um, I wasn't quite up for it at the time. It's like you got to kind of be in the right mental space for something that's really tough. So I'm going to get back to that one at some point. Another one on my bucket list is another great Squaresoft JRPG from the PlayStation 1 era, and that is Parasite Eve. I don't know if it's technically a JRPG. It says the cinematic RPG. It's close enough. Story driven. This game, I believe, is shorter in length than most RPGs. I think it's around the 15-hour mark. I'm really looking forward to playing this. It's a 2-disc game, and then it also comes with a um, demo disc that had Xenogears, Bushido 2, Brave Prince of Musashi, Final Fantasy 8. I love having this amazing copy. It's in great condition. Looking forward to playing that at some point. Um, this next game I haven't gotten to because I am waiting until I buy my Xbox One, which will be happening before too long. I don't know, not like coming right up, but anyways, Lost Odyssey. I've talked about this a little bit lately. It's basically like made by the guy who is the father of the Final Fantasy series, so how can I go wrong there? I'm looking forward to playing that one. Another game that I'm looking forward to playing on my Xbox One eventually is Knights of the Old Republic, Star Wars. It's one of the must-play games of our time. A game that I showed in my pickups video the other day that I'm super excited to have is Final Fantasy V on the Super Nintendo. This was not released in America on the Super Nintendo. This is a homebrew repro. I don't know how you would label it exactly, but it fired right up. It saves beautifully. It looks beautiful. Plays flawlessly on the Super Nintendo and comes in a beautiful box. I love it. Final Fantasy V is one that I've never played. People say that the story is a bit more basic, but that the battling is very deep. It's got good battling mechanics. I'm just looking forward to it. Sometimes I'm in the mood for a more simple RPG, and I think that will fit that bill perfectly when I'm in that mood. Alright, sticking with the PlayStation RPGs, one that I have always wanted to play and have never gotten to is Lunar Silver Star Story Complete. I'm really excited to play this one. This is one of those that, like, I've never heard a bad review of it. You know, it's only ever gotten good reviews from anyone I've ever listened to. Super stoked to play that one. I'm guessing that after I play Lunar, the first one, I'll probably end up getting Lunar 2 Eternal Blue, I believe it's called. Another one that I may play sooner than later, just depending on what mood I'm in, is Persona 4. Persona 5 recently came out on the PS4. The only Persona game I've ever played was Persona Q, and interestingly enough, Persona Q, you're able to choose between the main character of this game and the main character of Persona 3. So I've actually already played like a 90-hour RPG as the main character in this game, so that's kind of a cool thing. And it's kind of cool to play it backwards like that. Most people, I'm guessing, would have played this first and then played Persona Q, but I'm doing it backwards. And, I mean, another game that, like, I've not heard a single bad thing about this game. People love this game. And I'm very, very excited to get to play that one. Another game that I picked up that I would really like to get into, it just looks super dark, is Resonance of Fate on the PS3. I actually need to buy another PS3. I don't have one right now. This game was cheap, $8. I looked up gameplay of it. The battle system looks really awesome. I've heard that the story isn't the strongest, but that the gameplay is like really, really cool. So I'm looking forward to this one also. This one's probably like lower on the list. There's a lot of real heavy hitters over there that I want to get to, but eventually I would definitely like to really give this one a fair shake. And hopefully I can get to it. So, oh my gosh, there's one more I forgot. Oh. I actually picked up another game while I was out the other day, and that is Dragon Quest VIII for the Nintendo 3DS. I've never played a Dragon Quest game other than I played the original on the NES for a good 4 hours with a friend one time. We were just kind of screwing around and playing it, and that was fun. But as far as like the main series, I don't know anything about like the stories or how it goes. I just know that so many people who like games that I like love this series. 7, which was an original PlayStation game. Dragon Quest 8 came out on the PS2. 7 came out on the PlayStation 1. I know that 7 is like an over 100-hour RPG. It's like people talk about 100 to 140 hours in that one. That's also on the 3DS. I decided to pick up Dragon Quest 8. I'm guessing that this one is probably pretty long too, but like over 100 hours is just a little more than I want to commit to something. Like you're getting into Fallout and the Witcher realm when you're talking about that Skyrim type. So for JRPGs, I think 40 to 60, maybe 80 is a little more reasonable. I love long games, definitely, obviously. I mean, geez, if I was like left alone with these games that I've shown tonight, I would be set for probably a year or two. So anyways, I'm going to continue working on Xenogears, going to play that a little bit tonight and keep working on that. I'm enjoying it so much. I'm loving it. I love being back into playing JRPGs. Sometimes you're just not in the mood and sometimes you are, and right now I just am, and it's on and it feels great. So thought I would share with you guys some of my games and my list that I own, that I've paid for, that I have sitting here waiting to get played that I have not gotten to yet. And it's a good problem to have. What can I say? All right. Peace out.